Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. Today is February 16, 2024. Here is another weekly wrap, weekly edition for our analysis. Market had a downtick this week. So this is a weekly chart, and this is the area that I was looking for as like a market top here. This is kind of like a reversal, which is going to be a 5,000 to 5,000. 300, and this is the box that I'm looking for the top in 2024. However, it doesn't mean that market is gonna just go down to the bear market right away, but I mean, like, we can see a corrective move, which I kind of like waiting for March, February. That's going to be the time frame that I'm looking for a correction, and this correction can go all the way down to here, which is going to be 4,400 to 44, I should say 4,400 to 4,600. That's the area that I'm looking for as like a good buying opportunity. So if market gives us a chance to give us a corrective move, potentially for the next, I should say, few weeks or months, so February, March, all the way to the April, that would be great buying opportunity. And from the seasonality, we can expect this correction is coming, and that would be kind of like a very, very decent corrective move, something like this. We have seen July to August, and then market is coming down. Right now, we are at new all-time high, and correction is kind of like I expected for the market. So we just need to be patient, sitting on the side, especially in this environment. Buying stocks is going to be very, very, I should say, dangerous. But if market gives us a corrective move to here, we can expect some kind of like a rally, at least double top. So this is going to be a good risk to reward for the market, for traders and investors. So we will see how it goes. Stochastic wise, we are at the bear reversal here. So it is in overbought. And IMI, look at that. So this is pretty, I should say, this is very, very overbought. And this is the in weekly chart. If I just zoom out here, I didn't see something like this before. So even this one, this is December 2019. The market was at the highest level. And before just getting to the 2020 COVID crash, look at that. So even right now, we are just getting above that level. So correction is going to be a sharp one. And if it IMI goes all the way down to here, you're going to take it as a good buying opportunity. So we will see again. It doesn't mean that you should short the market. Yeah, shorting the market is going to be one option, but it's going to be very, very dangerous. But if just sitting on the side, allocate your cash for good value stocks, probably cheaper price. So that would be kind of like a good strategy, and it's going to be a prudent for the market. Moving on to, let me just save this one. Moving on to the daily chart. So here is the daily chart. Um, Daily momentum, as you see here from the stochastic, from MACD, momentum is down. So as I said, here is this strong divergence here. So this is something like this, and we are kind of like seeing the divergence is coming down here. So we should see some kind of like a pullback all the way to here. That's going to be the worst case scenario. The best scenario is going to be 4,700. That's going to be the level. But as I said, based on the weekly chart, I'm expecting kind of like a deeper corrective move all the way to February, March. That's going to be a good sign of the correction, seasonality, and also price wise as well. So if you see the daily chart, we had kind of like engulfing a lower low. So this is kind of like the beginning of the sell-off for a market. And I should say, yes, February 16 to probably March 22nd, 23rd. That's going to be the area that I'm looking for as like a short-term bear market. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on to Nasdaq. Let's go to the Nasdaq weekly chart first. So here's the Nasdaq weekly chart first, and we got a nice divergence here between this top and this top here. So price-wise, indicator-wise, you're seeing obvious divergence here, and this divergence just I should say, initiated sell-off today, potentially this week. So we got a red bar weekly chart. We had this red bar before, but didn't have follow through. If we get a follow through next week, I should say this is kind of like a beginning of the red bar all the way to here. We should see some kind of like interesting 16,222. So that's the area that I'm looking for as a good kind of like a support. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on to daily chart. So when I see this, this is pretty neat. So daily chart and weekly chart, multi-time frame, it gives us a good dual back reversal to the downside. So this is pretty nice, I should say, price action based on the momentum and also the charts. So when you see two different charts are giving at the same time sell signal, you should just respect that one, and we should just looking for kind of like a good selling opportunity. So for those traders, they can put like a stop loss here at this high, and this could be your stop level. But profit is going to be, the first profit level is going to be here, the second profit level is going to be here, and the third one obviously is going to be somewhere around here, which is going to be a decent amount. And I should say 16,200, that's going to be the level for the profit. So we can see some kind of like a good risk to reward to the downside for the Nasdaq. Moving on to US 30, which is Dow Jones weekly chart. So we got a reversal today, but this week is like last week. So we got kind of like a doji bar, still holding up pretty well. But I should say if we get another red bar next week, so that is confirming the downside target is coming down the road, somewhere around 35,600. So that's the level for the Dow, and Dow can have a good potential bottoming formation around this area for a next great buying opportunity all the way to 40,000, which I believe still Dow can be outperformer this year compared to the other indexes. Moving on to the daily chart. So daily chart, we got reversal here. Momentum is obviously down. So look at the RSI, look at the MACD, and also look at the stochastic. So these three actually are down. And I should say this is kind of like, again, a dual reversal in a weekly and daily time frame shows us that correction is coming, and it's going to be a very, very potential scenario. So this is going to be the first target place. If you want to just trade short, you can just go short future Dow Jones or ETF, inverse ETF. So I would rather use SQQ for Nasdaq, but any like a short ETF you can use to put your stop loss at this high, and then this is going to be your first target, and the second target, which I believe is going to be reached by March, probably 22nd to 23rd. That's the area that I'm looking for. This is a good consolidation breakout. However, before that, we have this good consolidation area as well. So that's going to be a good targeting for the short opportunity. Moving on to gold, which we had a positive day. So gold is nicely reversing back up to the upside, and it's kind of like a diverging. As I said, gold bottomed pretty nicely at this area, which is going to be 1980, and right now it's just getting back to the upside, 2013. And weekly close, let me go to weekly because that is very, very important. Or I should say gold daily chart tells us that this is the bottom. And weekly close, if you see that, we just test this SMA 20, getting back to this almost kind of like a beneath of this shadow, but I didn't reach out to exact number. It just go all the way down to 1980 and then coming back up nicely. So this is kind of like the price action that I'm looking at. And stochastic wise, if you see that, we are kind of like a pretty close to dual reversal to the upside. And this is pretty nice momentum indicator that I'm using for the weekly and also daily. You see that this is kind of like a dual back reversal to the upside. So when you see two time frames at the same time signaling the same thing, which is going to be very, very interesting and important because weekly and daily shows us a bull reversal is intact. And this chart, I mean, like a gold, can go higher. But we need to keep an eye on 2040 because 2040 is going to be a very, very important level. If 2040 breached and if it goes to the upside, breakout to the upside, that would be kind of like a strong sell, strong buy signal, because people are going to accumulate more on gold while we were accumulating in this downdraft. People just are waking up and they're going to accumulate gold, and probably it's going to go higher as well. So we will see how it goes. Moving on to crude, which was kind of like interesting today. So crude had a positive day when the other commodities actually are kind of like lagging. Gold and crude are going at the same time. So this is interesting because if it goes above 78, 79, as I said before, crude is just forming a bullish uh, formation here. If it goes above this 80, then it reached out to this important supply area, but pullback could be a good buying opportunity for 84, 86, which is going to be the next supply area. So this is pretty interesting. And if we get to this level, I should say 84 to 86, that's going to be the crude top, at least based on the weekly chart, because that is very, very strong supply area. If geopolitical tensions fuel crude to the upside, then these supplies actually are not going to work, and it can go all the way up to probably $100 crude, which I don't think it's going to happen soon, but we will see. Moving on to the some individual names. Before we are getting to some individual names, I'm going to just share with you this. So this is a gold. This is GDX to gold chart. So this is kind of like a comparison. GDX, which is a gold miners to gold. And as you see here, gold miners are underperforming the gold price. While gold price is going higher, GDXJ is going down. So this is kind of like a comparison. But this cycle is about to end. And this is very, very interesting because different time frames, different cycles are gonna go down all the way here, which cycle is gonna bottom here somewhere around May to June, which is gonna be interesting because it doesn't mean that price is gonna go down. It means that probably price is gonna go up and then coming down and then up. But the potential scenario for the timing is gonna be here. So somewhere around May 7th, probably that's going to be the cycle for gold miners. And we should see some kind of like a good momentum to the upside, which is going to be very, very interesting. So that's why I'm saying gold and gold miners, they can just provide us a fantastic signal, especially for second half of this year. So just bear with me because I believe everyone needs to have some gold miner stocks in their portfolio because that's going to be a good hedge for the future, especially when market is getting into trouble. Next chart is going to be Bitcoin. So Bit had upside move today, so not a bad session, but still holding up pretty well above 52,000. Bitcoin, I believe it is overstretched, overbought. If it gives us any corrective move, we can take it as a good buying opportunity. These are the levels that I'm kind of like a disappointed of getting to this one, but you can't see anything from Bitcoin. So again, disappointment. There is no way to be disappointed in the market because it always gives us a good opportunity on a buy. U.S. Treasury. This is a bond yield, and bond yield, as I said before, just reached out to our target. This is pretty interesting. 4.71 and shadow. So this is very, very important because we can see some kind of like a consolidation here, and that's going to give people anxiety because everyone would be disappointed about the rate cut, especially with PPI number today. So PPI was over expectation, and it's kind of like going back to like for the last year and a half, we haven't seen PPI increase like this. So this means inflation is back, and this gives worries lots of people. So we will see how it goes. Treasury is going down today, but not a bad price action. So Treasury, especially after hours, just regain again to $93. So we'll see how it goes. VIX uptick today, not a bad session, 23 cents up still. VIX is in bottoming formation, I should say. $20 VIX can be kind of like a top, which is coming along with the stock market bottom. Dixie, Doji bar today, not a bad session. Um, we can just take it as a benefit for the yield. and bond yield is going up, DXY is going up. I believe DXY is gonna just getting weaker and weaker, especially when we are getting to the summertime. Magma indicator shows negative. I believe reversal is here. So we are seeing kind of like a nice head and shoulder at the top, which can go all the way down to here, which is gonna be a good buying opportunity if you ask me. But we can see some kind of like a weaknesses here. Apple is down. Keep an eye on this because I believe Apple can go all the way down to 160 to 166. Amazon today closed below 170 even after hours. It went lower. 168. So this is another head and shoulder here. As I said, this is nice head and shoulder, and we are just seeing at the top. If we get below this pivot, so it's going to be a good support here, bounce, coming back down, bounce, and ultimately, I should say, this is going to be your level to buy. So 133 to 136, that's the level to buy. Moving on to Meta, reversal finally is here, especially after hours, goes lower. Microsoft coming down today. So this one is lagging, bear flag. I believe Microsoft can go lower as well to this area, which is going to be 371. Google $2.25 down. This is ugly right now. So the chart looks bad and it can go all the way down to 130, 123 to 126 as a fantastic buying opportunity. Netflix, after hitting this supply area, weekly supply area, so reversal happened today, a nice dark cloud candle here. It can go, if it goes below this pivot, I should say Netflix can go down. Still, here is going to be a good area and still is going to be a bullish trend. Tesla coming down today, but not bad session overall. So just 20, actually 50 cents down. So not a bad session at all. So Tesla just hit our first target or our first long target, which is $200, coming back down today, 199.95. So not a bad session for Tesla. Semiconductors, they're rolling over as well. So SMH, 87 cents down, sucks. $3.56 down. Taiwan Semiconductor, $2.34 down. And AMD coming down $2.89 down, still holding up pretty well, AMD. But if it goes below 160, that's going to be a good reversal point. I should say AMD upside target is limited. NVIDIA for second day, uh, second consecutive day, it just start positive and then coming back down negative. So it means sellers are taking control and there is no buyer here, at least for this time of me. Texas Instrument, 33 cents down. Not a bad session. Still doji bar, forming a bear flag for 140, I should say. Lamb Research, look at that. So this is a good topping tail at the top. So you see obvious divergence here between these two tops. And when you see it, something like this, I should say, Lamb Research can go down all the way to here for a great buying opportunity. So keep an eye on this. Moving to the banking sector, so financials after yesterday's surge, today just a show of weakness, 14 cents down. KBE, 40 cents down, still holding up for now. KRE, I should say some stocks are going to go to the lower low, some stocks are going to go to the higher low. So you can see that the higher low one in the correction is going to be a better one because the momentum in the upside is going to be very, very aggressive. And I believe financials are going to be one of those ones. So we are seeing kind of like a lower high and the other stocks are going to show lower low. So JP Morgan for 84 cents. This is an all-time high. If it goes here, it's going to be a great buying opportunity. Goldman Sachs, after yesterday rally, just to show up, not a bad session, 98 cents. Bank of America, 2 cents up today. So look at the candle here. But after hours, it goes lower. I should say still this area could be a possible scenario of $30. Wells Fargo, 13 cents up after yesterday's surge. Everyone just took profit. So this is a good profit level, I should say, and it can go down here. Still, this is going to be a good level for buy. Gold miners. So this is the one that I'm looking for. So they still waking up. So they start waking up. GDX 2686, not a bad session, but better than yesterday. So it goes higher. It's kind of like a follow through yesterday's session. GDXJ, the same pattern here. So it's just hold up pretty nice. Bullish momentum is there. If gold is going up and GDX and GDXJ following, this means this is a real move. AEM, Agnico Eagle, just a 2.49% to the upside. We bought Agnico Eagle recently, and we are in a good money right now. Newmont is the next one, 35 cents up. Not a bad session. Newmont actually is weak, but I will give you some analysis on the gold miners probably tomorrow, and I will show you how they are forming a good pattern for the next move to the upside, especially next 6 months, I should say. Should see some bullish action from them. Franco-Nevada coming down today. It's kind of like inversing. There, it doesn't follow up the market. The gold market is just chopping around here. So even after hours, it goes lower. It doesn't matter. When market goes up, this one will go up as well. I mean, market by like a gold miner sector. Gold Barrick, 5 cents up today. Not a bad session. Even after hours, it goes higher. So still holding up pretty well this demand area or this pivot. So as long as it is above $13, this one can go higher. I believe this one easily can go to $18 to $19 down the road. Moving on to XLE, which is our last sector for today, Energy Spider, 5 cents down, hitting this area and this area. This is a big resistance here. So that's why this is coming down. Yesterday, bullish consolidation triggered to the upside. Today is just a back test. XOP, Oil and Gas Exploration ETF at Doji Bar. The big resistance here, which is natural. OH, the same pattern here, just on top of this candle. So OH is lagging. It is lower, 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 high, lower, 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 high, except this one. So this one shows higher low, and now we are just surging higher. If this is going to be ending diagonal, which is going to be something like this. Let me just make it thicker because everyone can see that. Right. And this one. So if you're seeing some kind of like ending diagonal here, you should see breakout to the upside. So probably we'll see another higher low here, 281. But if it goes back up and break out to the upside, that would be kind of like a potential buying opportunity for OH. So let's wait for this one. Exxon, zero change compared yesterday. So it's still bullish consolidation, lots of resistance here, but if it goes higher, it can go 110. Chevron, 17 cents up. However, candle is weak though. So we'll see how it goes with these names. As I said, short term probably bullish, but long term I'm just bearish in crude and energy stocks. So we'll see how it goes. All right, have a fantastic long weekend. We will have Monday session off due to President's Day in US, Family Day in Canada. So it's time to take your time, enjoy with your family, friends, or loved ones. Have a fantastic one. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.